still be special to win the Hart and Ted Zinzi come back?
Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be special. That being said, that stuff is not the motivating factor anymore, or never really was. But when you're young and you're coming into the league, you're so excited to play in the NHL, and then to win a Hart Trophy and Hart Ross and that stuff is exciting when you're younger, and it still is. But at this point in my career, it's not the be all end all.
What approach did you take when you were going through your draft process with all the noise that was around it? Did you try to kind of tune it out? Did you pay attention to any of it? But how did you kind of deal with that whole thing, that whole process?
Yeah, I mean, you're so young at 18, and you're just kind of going through the process. It's not really anything that you're really thinking about. It's just kind of, you're kind of just going through it. And the whole thing is a whirlwind. And at the end of it, you're like, you lived out your childhood dream to be drafted in the NHL. And that's why I asked what the advice would be. And it's just to enjoy it, just because it goes by so fast. And at the end of the night, you're just like, what even just happened? Like, it was, it's crazy. So, just to enjoy my family. I look back at the draft, and our family has such good memories of that night and of that whole process. And
Do you have predictions? Maybe what would be reasonable for Connor Bedard first year, like points wise, or I know tough it was for you.
Tough to put a number on guys like that. You never know what he's going to do. He seems to exceed expectations every single time there's one put on him. So, we'll see.
What stands out most to you about him?
What's that?
What stands out most to you about him?
I mean, obviously his shot. I think obviously his shot is amazing. That's probably the main thing.
You get a better player, Leon, than most. He has another sets a career high in points last year. What do you think the ceiling is for him? Is he close to it yet, or what do you see from Draisaitl in terms of what he can do for an encore after each year?
Yeah, I mean, he's set career high after career high every year. I mean, I would expect the same thing for him. I know he's super motivated. I know he's dying to get back playing. And a motivated Leon is not somebody that is to be messed with. So it'll be. I think he's going to have a great year next year.
The expectation or the hype put on certain players. I mean, from your point of view, looking back on it, is it fair? Is it unfair? Is it inevitable?
I wouldn't say it's fair or unfair. I would say it's just part of the gig, right? Like, we want to play hockey and we want to play in the NHL and live out our dream, and that's just part of the gig. And when you're really good, that those expectations and those demands come.
I know it might be a little weird to sit right beside you, but the year that Stuart Skinner had from start to finish, I remember back in training camp, he was saying I just want a spot on the NHL roster, and all of a sudden he's an all-star, now here at Awards, just the body of work that he's put in.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be back here with him at an NHL event, It's funny, I think he's got a spot now, that's for sure. But, but for him now it's about continuing to push to get better, like we all are in Edmonton. So it's been amazing to see his, and again, it's weird he's right here, but it's been amazing to watch his kind of like evolution. There's only a handful of guys that Edmonton has really developed while I've been here, and he'd be one of them. It's been impressive to see.
Still, I got to return the favor. Now you got to talk about his 64-goal season, 53 points. I mean, obviously the best player in the world. What's it like watching 97 days?
Yeah, honored to be his teammate, honored to be his friend, and it's very impressive to see what he does every single day. It's not really surprising just the way he works every year, every summer, during the season, just the way he is. He does all the little things right, and he deserves everything that goes towards him. He deserves all the success that goes towards him. So it's fun to watch and very impressive. And I do get him most of the time in practice, but I mean he's got next year, so we'll see.